Hey everybody, this is your boy Wayne here. I'm here today to give you a review of RWBY Combat Ready and the DLCs included with RWBY Combat Ready here today. I played the base game and I really enjoyed the base game. Even though there are a few things I didn't really like about the base game. Number one, I think the challenging side of things is a little too difficult, and then there's also redundant cards I see in the villains as well. But the game's very fun though, with 5 people though. I think I've been playing it a few times within the last few weeks with some buddies of mine, and those videos should be going out here shortly within the next few weeks or so. I am very sick right now currently. I have a very nasty cold, so bear with me in mind of my hoarse voice and terrible nasal congestion. I have a lot of congestion and I have a very stuffy nose, so I decided to buy all 3 expansions of RWBY Combat Ready. So we're going to start things off with the biggest one out of the bunch, and that is the Juniper expansion included. So I will unbox this real quick and then we'll go through everything here. So obviously inside, of course, obviously you get 4 characters, character panels, obviously, which are really cool, like neatly designed compared to the base game's really janky looking ones, honestly. You get actual character portraits of the characters too, which is super cool. You get character pieces, so of course you get the 4 resemblance pieces that you get when popping their resemblance. You also get their cards and their standees. So I'm just gonna pull these out here today. So, of course, obviously, we have Nora. Oh, Nora is going to be so much fun. I'm excited to play Nora. So, we have Nora. Then we got my boy Jean Arc here. He's in that nice blue look. And then, of course, we have Pyranikos here as well. We got Pyranikos. And then, of course, we have Liran. My boy. The Tranquility. Experience Tranquility. Now, I'm going to open these cards as well, because I think these are the decks that they each get as well. So these expansions did get a lot more focus this time around compared to the base game, obviously, because I think the base game had a lot of the Kickstarter stuff as well. I think one of the expansions I have here also has some of the expansion stuff as well, which I am excited. I can't wait to try these characters out in the expansion, hopefully. So I'm gonna open up Liran here first. So here is pretty much all the cards actually. So of course they have new designs as well. So we have Panther Strike, I think. Ooh, this one does 12. Speed of 12. What in the world? Let me go through all the cards here. And then of course, obviously, we're gonna go through Nora's next. I have Nora's right here, I think, yep. Adrenaline Smash? What? No, I presume Nora's going to be a lot of fun in this expansion. I think she's going to be a lot of fun for sure. I'm not sure about Jean or the others, but we will see. We will see if she does really well in these expansions. So obviously here we are. Ooh, oh my gosh. She has a lot of really good, lots of 8s, 9s, 10s. Oh, wow. My favorite, Leg Breaker. Hinder. If this attack hits the villain, reduce the speed bonus track by 1. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll break his legs, certainly. Let's see if she has her ultimate. Mountain Splitter. Interrupt Bash. First round of next duel, every hero is attacked does +2 damage. Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of scary. That is kind of scary when you kind of scary now. I think that's the base. I think the base ultimate. Let's see what Ren has. His ultimate. Where's his ultimate? Death Blossom. Refresh Liran's mark and semblance marker. He gains a total of 4 XP. Oh wow. Okay. I think Tranquility. I think reduce the speed of any attack by 2. Oh my god. If that attack misses, Liran gets 1 XP. Oh wow. Cool. Very cool. I'm gonna look at Jean's next. I've heard that Jean is busted in this game. And I'm super curious to see what he has. I've seen some very, very nice things about Jean's abilities. So, Wall Breaker charge by so what Jean specifically has is that he can pay aura to deal more damage, and wow, it is just busted. And plus, all of his combo attacks are also really good too. On top of that, so Jean is just cooking right now. A Radiant Dawn, interrupt bash. Jean and one other ally heal 2 aura. Jean gets 7 XP. That's the ultimate upgraded, I think. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so there's a tier 4, a tier 3, a tier 2, and a tier 1 ultimate for Juniper. Oh my god. That is that's brand new. So now Combat Ready now has tier 4 upgrades for Combat Ready. Oh my god. All right. Cool. All right. That's actually really cool actually. This is gonna change. This is gonna change up the game for sure. With the tier 4 upgrades now, because I think the tier 2, just the basic tier 2 upgrades for Ruby, Weiss, and Yang and Penny, are just very lackluster, and they don't do enough compared to some of the villains. I think abilities also, which again, if you miss, like, guaranteed chance that you might get hit next round. But all right, we're gonna look at Pyrrha next, and I believe Pyrrha, of course, obviously she has polarity. Victory Rush. At the beginning of the next duel, Pyrrha may discard up to 4 cards and then draw the same amount of cards. Pyrrha gets a total of 3 XP, and that is, I think, the base ultimate. And then she has a tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. So I think it is the XP. I think. Ooh, there's damage plow. So. At tier 3, she does 4 extra damage. Tier 4, she does 6 extra damage. So that's actually kind of cool. It's actually kind of pretty dope, actually. I think there's nothing underneath here. Alright, cool, alright. So I can just put this back here. I'll put this back as well. But yeah, I mean, this is going to change up the game for sure. With all the new updates, I think that Juniper, Team Juniper has. I think Juniper's is gonna cook. I think Juniper's gonna dominate our sessions for sure. I'm probably gonna play as like Nora or Jean, or maybe Pyrrha, probably Jean. But yeah, I'm really excited. For this. Next up, we're gonna be reviewing the sub boss expansion. This includes 3 villains. So this includes the dual villain archetype with Mercury and Emerald. Emerald and Mercury. I pointed the wrong one. But it's kind of like with Fire Emblem Heroes and I think the dual units from that game, with like Erica and Ephraim and whatnot. So this is kind of reminds me a lot of that here. But let me open this up, and then we'll take a look inside and see what's up. Okay, so this is going to be the new scenarios that you get with this, and then you also get I think three new decks. You get Neo. You get Malachite, I think the mother of the 2 twins from Junior's Bar, and then of course you get the dual unit, which I'm really the dual enemy type, which is the Emerald and Mercury, which I think is really cool. I think it's a very good that Emerald and Mercury actually get represented in this game. Holy shit! But of course, let's see. I'm gonna split these up here as well. So of course, obviously. Again, you get a bunch of different cards from the deck here that are Emerald and Mercury related, and then of course you get a bunch of Neo cards as well. There's a Neo is a villain as well in this game also, which is really sick. I think yes, Neo gets some nice cool artwork actually for some of these as well, and then of course Malachite, which I think is the biggest deck in the game, obviously. She does a lot of different stuff, so she can do a bunch of stuff here as well. And I think there's also some unique artwork as well that you get with the game. And then, of course, let's unbox these scenario cards. So, for the, obviously, so you get 2 medium difficulties. So you get Emerald and Mercury and Neapolitan, as well as the Web of Little Miss, actually. So, this one, I think, is the most difficult out of this expansion, I think, I think the easiest would probably be Neapolitan. I think she's the easiest, and then Emerald and Mercury are after with 30 base health, and then Little Miss is the hardest out of the 3. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, some great expansion for villains, and I honestly cannot wait to um, throw this into probably I might throw this into our base game actually as well on top of that, and then finally um, with our last final bit, we have the villain expansion, which comes with 3 miniatures. And then, of course, you also get the Hero Booster expansion. Also, I think this is the one with... I think this is the retail version of the Kickstarter, I think, from what I remember. I think they also added a bunch of new extra cards included as well for all of Team RWBY, as well as the 3 base villains as well. So Cinder, Torchwick, and Adam also get a bunch of really cool cards, I think, also. So, of course, obviously, you get the 3 minis included already. So you get the minis themselves. And then I think underneath is, I think you get the Heroes Booster expansion. So, yes, so you do get the expansion. So you get the Tier 3 and Tier 4s of all of the base heroes. So you get the base hero stuff. And then you also get the villain expansion deck as well. So you get a bunch of extra villain cards that are actual that I think they're just redundants. I think from what I remember, I'm not entirely sure, but I wanted to get this expansion so I can complete the Combat Ready DLC. So now I have the full set now. I didn't review the base game at first because I bought the base game used, and now I'm reviewing all of Combat Ready into one video. So this is going to be one video that I'm really excited for. I'm going to try this out. I'm probably going to throw this into the decks as well, hopefully. So of course you get the ultimates. So you get ultimates for Blake. Ooh, oh my goodness, we got some Tier 4 stuff here. So let's look at Blake here. Oh wow, Whirling Blades, melee for Blade. That's a pretty good one. Ooh, Midnight Gale, draw a card. Headshot, nice. I think this is Yang. Ooh, Celica Blast, so she gets the Tier 3 and Tier 4 upgrade as well. Let's look at Weiss. Tier 4, 6 XP. Ooh, wow. So she gets some extra stuff as well. And then RWBY, let's see what RWBY gets. I'm kind of excited. 6 XP. Ooh, wow. Double Slice, Charged Blossom, Duskfall, Final Slash. And then here's going to be Penny. Penny also gets her Tier 3 and Tier 4 upgrades as well. And then 4 extra Tier 3, 2 Tier 3 and 2 Tier 4 cards as well. You know, this is what I've been hoping for. I've been hoping for some new villain cards, hopefully. I think some of these I've already seen already in the base game. But we'll check. Let's see here. So I think it's Roman, Cinder, and Adam. So, of course... oh, excuse me. Oh, wow. Cane Cannon. The attack dashes the active player. It deals 2+ damage. Okay, that's one of the new cards I've seen. Sleight of Hand. All minions in play get speed token. I've already seen Gentleman's Duel, Kingpin, Mastermind, Bodyguard, Criminal Justice. Ooh, Obsidian Twister. Ooh, melee for Cinder. Fatal Wound's a new card that I've seen. I've already seen Supernova. Manipulation's brand new. Sinister Smite. Cinder gets +1 speed bonus at the end of the round. And as you can see, Cinder is just elbowing Weiss in the back. Kind of reserved, but, you know, funny. And of course, Adam gets a bunch of new stuff as well. Oh, boy. Faunus' Might. This is definitely a Volume 3 card for sure. Adam gets +1 damage and bonus 2 speed at the end of the round. Oh, wow. Of course, obviously, he gets his deck. Ooh, he gets Moonslice. Ooh. Ooh, New Dawn. Command card. Adam heals 3 aura, draw, and play a White Fang minion card. Not bad, actually. So, yeah, so that is the Combat Ready Villains expansion. So, usually instead of using the villain token, you would use the playable the playable, obviously we have Cinder here. Very nice. I think my favorite out of, I think the expansion here is probably Adam's my favorite, but in terms of his particular unit, I'm probably gonna keep the this into here, and then obviously I'm gonna throw out the Saran wrap here, and just slowly just insert this into there. But yeah, so that is the RWBY Combat Ready expansions and base game review all together in one video. I am the base game's upstairs right now currently from where I am currently, but yeah, that's that. I mean, I can't wait to play this game. You'll probably see some videos on this at some point later next week, probably on like Saturday, Sunday probably, but you know, that's just me whenever you see this video. But this is Win signing off.